JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Magnitude 6.1 earthquake felt in sections of Jamaica this morning. An earthquake of magnitude 6.1 was felt in Jamaica early Monday morning. A statement from the earthquake unit said the tremor was felt at about 1 o'clock across several parishes. The epicenter was located approximately 165 kilometers north of Ochoa, St. Anne. The focal depth was 10 kilometers. On November 10, two earthquakes located north of Ochoa were also felt an hour apart. Those quakes measured magnitude 5.6 and 6.5 respectively. Newspaper vendor found dead near Mandeville Hospital. The police are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a newspaper vendor whose body was found in a bus shed in Mandeville on Monday. The vendor, identified as Patrick Ewers, 52, otherwise called Kitoso, was found by a street sweeper at about 4 a.m. at the bus shed near the Mandeville Regional Hospital entrance. For close to 20 years, Ewers sold the Daily Observer newspaper in Mandeville. A source said Ewers was recently admitted to hospital. Preliminary reports from the police suggest that there was no sign of foul play. The body was removed to the morgue for an autopsy to determine the cause of death. Pregnant woman murdered in Westmoreland. A pregnant woman was shot dead at her home in Little London, Westmoreland on Sunday. She has been identified as 32-year-old Latia Grant, otherwise called Lati, as chef of the New Hope community. According to the police report, Grant was 7 months pregnant and the mother to 3 children. It's reported that, at about 4 p.m., the woman was at home with her children when 2 masked men armed with handguns drove up on a motorcycle and engaged her in a brief conversation. The men opened fire, hitting Grant several times. The gunman escaped on the motorcycle. The police were called, and the wounded woman transported to hospital, where she was pronounced dead. According to a source, the men were looking for her boyfriend. 15-year-old dies at hospital after being injured in motor vehicle crash. A 15-year-old student is dead, and a 19-year-old driver in the investigation following a motor vehicle crash in St. Thomas on Saturday. The deceased has been identified as Ali Macquarie, a student of Holy Childhood High School and a resident of the Mount Pelly housing scheme in Yalos. It's reported that, at about 3 p.m., the 15-year-old student exited a taxi and was attempting to cross the Knightsville Main Road when she was hit by a Toyota Corolla motor car driven by the 19-year-old mechanic. She was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital where she was treated and later transferred to a medical facility in Kingston for further treatment, but later succumbed to her injuries. The driver was initially arrested and charged for several traffic offenses, including not having a driver's license and driving without insurance. He was released on station bail. But following her death, the police upgraded the investigation to a case of causing death by dangerous driving. Corey's death brings to 15 the number of road fatalities in St. Thomas since the start of the year. Suspect in Barbara Gale's killing charge in relation to another incident. The Greater Portmore police have charged a suspect was arrested in connection with last week's murder of retired journalist Barbara Gale at her home in the Caymanas Country Club Estate Housing Complex in St. Catherine. However, this charge is in relation to another crime. The suspect was on Friday charged with housebreaking in relation to another home invasion in Phase 2 of the housing complex. Investigators say he broke into a house on the same day Miss Gale was found murdered inside her home. It was implicated in the home invasion as investigators continued their probe into the murder of the journalist on Tuesday. A homeowner reported to the police that the suspect broke into her home in Phase 2 of the scheme on December 17. It's alleged that, after breaking into the house, the suspect, in a bid to elude security personnel, ran to Phase 1 where he went to the home of Miss Gale. It's alleged that he later attacked Miss Gale inside her house after engaging her in a conversation. The retired journalist was found dead with multiple stab wounds. The killing sent shockwaves throughout the media and legal fraternities. Miss Gale's motor vehicle, which was stolen by the suspect, was found a day later along the Dyke Road in Portmore, St. Catherine. Investigators have collected a number of statements and are reportedly making significant progress in their probe of the case. Murders hit before Christmas after bloody start to December. Murders in Jamaica dipped to just 15 reports last week as the country heads into the heart of the Yuletide season with Christmas Day 48 hours away. The latest Euroscam statistics published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force this morning showed that, as of December 21, the murder toll stood at 1,129. A week prior, at December 14, it was 1,114. Jamaica steadily averaged 22 murders at the 50-week mark this year. There are now 8 days remaining in 2024. As at December 1, murders declined year-on-year by 18%, or 246 fewer than the previous year. According to the data, 15 of the 19 police divisions have recorded a decline in homicides so far this year. The murders of veteran journalist Barbara Gale and popular TikToker Marlon Samuels, otherwise called 41 Bussed, had tongues wagging across the nation last week. Gale was found at her home in Caymanas Estate, Phase 1 on Tuesday, December 17, while Samuels was gunned down in St. James on December 20, just hours before his birthday. The St. James Police Division, 125, is the most murders, followed by St. Andrew South with 118 homicides. Westmoreland 98, St. Catherine North 92, and the St. Catherine South 83 round up the top 5. Portland 13 remains the division with the least murders. Shootings, injured persons, rape, robbery and break-ins have declined so far in 2024. Motorcyclist killed in crash in Spanish Town. A 29-year-old motorcycle delivery man became the latest road fatality in St. Catherine following a tragic accident on Sunday. The deceased, identified as John Cooper of Johnson Pen in the parish, succumbed to injuries sustained in the crash. Reports indicate that around 10 a.m., Cooper was driving his motorcycle along Walks Road in Spanish Town when he attempted to overtake a line of traffic near the AML service station. In doing so, he collided with a Nissan Wingwood motor car traveling in the opposite direction. Cooper sustained severe injuries and was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. The Spanish Town Traffic Department is investigating the incident. Opposition chided Chang for revealing many Jamaica eye cameras out of service. Opposition spokesman on technology Dr. Andre Orton has chided National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang for publicly announcing that many cameras under the Jamaica eye surveillance system are not functioning, said the revelation could compromise the safety of Jamaicans and embolden criminals. Speaking Monday in an interview, Dr. Arn argued that Dr. Chang should have waited to repair and restore the cameras before informing the public that most of the 1,000 cameras are down. He is again urging the government to conduct an audit to assess the operational status of all Jamaica eye cameras and launch an emergency maintenance program to restore their functionality.
Do what is right to assist them to become safe and remain safe. And that's very important. The criminals are out there, they are opportunistic, and now that they know that much of the camera system is down, they are even going to be braver than they were before. So we have to take this situation very serious, and we have to make sure that we put the measures in place to ensure that Jamaicans feel safe.
Two charged of a fatal gun attack on persons playing game of Domino's in St. Andrew community. An 18-year-old is among two males charged for the November gun attack on persons playing a game of Domino's in Happy Grove district in St. Andrew that left two men dead. Charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition are 18-year-old Raymond Mighty, otherwise called Brown Man, of Mark Lane, Kingston, and the 23-year-old Roger McCreath, otherwise called Roger, of Happy Grove District. Killed were 25-year-old Yuba Duncan, a laborer, and 44-year-old Ryan Webb, a welder, both of Gutsman District in Happy Grove. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police were that, at about 11:05 p.m., Duncan and Webb were among a group of individuals playing dominoes in the community when they were pounced upon by two armed men on foot who opened gunfire, hitting both men. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, the men were seen with gunshot wounds. They were assisted to hospital where they died while undergoing treatment. On Friday, December 20, McCreath and Might were positively identified and subsequently charged following an identification parade as the men involved in the incident. The St. Andrew South Police Division remains committed to ensuring justice for the victims and their families and encourages anyone with further information about this incident or any other crime to contact the nearest police station or Crime Stop at 311.
Today we're at the St. Mary Infirmary. As you know, we are commemorating Local Government Month, and as part of the schedule of activities for Local Government Month, every year we include a massive cleanup campaign for one of our facilities. Over the year, we would have accumulated a number of, discarded items, and that's a process to actually get them out of the facility. They have to be written off, etc. So those are part of the activities that we're doing, removing the piled up stuff, painting some areas, refurbishing the recreational area, and putting in some finishing touches to the kitchen. It's not just a cleanup per se, it's a work day that incorporates different aspects of the facility. Right now, I am seated in the therapeutic park, which is one of the initiatives of the ministry. This was done maybe 2 years ago, so it's growing in now. And that is just an addition to the services, so that residents have somewhere where they can, get out the wards. It's good for their mental health, de-stress, etc.
Today is a good look at the St. Mary Infirmary, and we're hoping that this is just the beginning of every day that is to come to make sure that we can make a difference for the life of the residents here. A few months ago we came here, we looked at the circumstances. I brought it to the attention of Minister Mackenzie, and they sent this team out and did some assessment, and we looked at some of the things that is needed. I must say thanks to the residents of St. Mary who volunteered. And we're seeing that there's volunteerism still exists in our land. And if you look at it, we're getting spruced up. We're doing a lot of painting. We're planting trees. We're removing all the what we call white goods from the compound. So it's a good event today, and I am pleased with the outcome so far.
In truth and in fact, I always wanted to do these stuff, so I do volunteer, and my family has this program that we do every year on January 1st that we help our community and different persons as well.
This is a great opportunity to say to us that we need civic pride, and civic pride means we'd want to see our country better, our citizens, our entire appearance as it pertains to our country better.
A day like today shows people and ensures that persons bring out their civic pride and their sense of volunteerism, because the infirmary, not only St. Mary, but those across the island, actually takes into consideration and takes care of our residents, or less fortunate across the parish.
I'm here today with my community club representing, and we're so happy to be a part of this initiative, because it's something good, and it's something that everybody who's able to take part in that should grab on and be a part of something and this initiative. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. In the next 5 years, I hope to be pursuing my dreams on a bigger scale, where I can do something even bigger and come back here on my own to give back to those who are in need.
JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.